And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Rodgers to Allison. Good for a Green Bay first down. Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. And Ty Montgomery has it complete. A good pickup there, a 22. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Throw left side complete. It's Montgomery. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
Get reset. Hey, easy. 319.
They'll run forward Montgomery. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Ninth play now, this long opening drive. Can they cash it in on third and goal? On the sneak, Rodgers. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers taking it in. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Crosby on now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Gun.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football.
Here we go. Hey, 382. Listen.
Cousins now on second down. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. First down, here's the run with Cook. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now Cook. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Pro Bowler Muhammad Wilkerson brings him down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Cousins now from the 50. And he's able to find Diggs. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Now a run with Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Cousins. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. Had a nice broken tackle and then brought down right around the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Again, it's Cousins. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Open man is Treadwell, and he's got it for the Minnesota touchdown. Laquan Treadwell, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Well, as Green Bay comes back onto the field here, one more nugget on that Week 1 victory over the Bears. We talked about the comeback, and it's their 100th year of football in Green Bay. But what's the stat that our guru Ed Brady passed along to you?
He says that the Packers were combined 0 and 111 when trailing by 17 or more points to start the fourth.
Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
He'll try to run it in with Murray. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Here's Cousins. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal. On the carry, it's Cook. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Carlson able to put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team. They'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it second down. Cook. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On third down, Cousins. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
No gain on the play there, second down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Being chased out left. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. First target, first catch, and a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Rodgers going to throw. Got him in. That's Allison. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that is going to set up third and goal. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Geronimo Allison from 13 yards out. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Crosby on now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He finds some open field here. He finds an opening past the 40. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. He needs to make those plays when the legs go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Cousins now. And Rudolph has it left side. And he's brought down. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Yellow, 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 yellow. First.
On second down, Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
A first down throw for Cousins. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. Carlson now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And left side here, it's Graham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Hurry up.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ever Everson Griffin in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Throwing here, Cousins. And this is incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
He'll get it up the middle. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Cousins to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Carlson now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. Rodgers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have, it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. To throw, it's Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right?
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
Well, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw is Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Now Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. And this is going to be recovered by the hand seam. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.